Well, Dissolution can. And now Goldie coming in. Can't get the touch. It's going to hit the ground. And Prodigy are going to take the first win over Antiseptic to progress forward.
Oh, well, Tiz in the chat right now from Days. Big shout out to him. No hero, 0 goal coming out. And Antiseptic, a big learning curve for those boys if they come back into the ESL Cup, which I encourage them to. It's fantastic to see that we've got some PlayStation cross-network guys coming through to the scene, but Prodigy too strong, and yes, they are in the top 10 in the power rankings. You would expect them to take it out 3-0, but nonetheless, it was a good little challenge from Antiseptic and a great start for Prodigy.
That's exactly right. Beautiful work coming out from Prodigy, so they're going to progress forward. So we'll be right back here, ladies and gentlemen, at Ferox TV with the ESL Go4 Rocket League Cup number 7. Obviously, first place with 100 USDs up for grabs. So we'll be right back with more action. Stay tuned.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the ESL Go4 Rocket League Cup number 7. I am Bison. Joining me is Toos, and two teams. One team we know very well about, and a second team that means something interesting. I think we can discuss it on here. I'd have a bit of fun with it, Toos.
Yeah, odd mirth and girth. I must say I did wet myself a little when I did see that name going up against Corvidae, so it should be pretty interesting.
I wasn't sure what it meant, but then I Google search and had a look at Wikipedia, and I had a good laugh at it. It was funny, really funny. I have no idea what it's got in terms of Rocket League. It's got to do with Rocket League, but somewhat it is funny. So shout out to those boys. And have you seen them before?
So Mirth and Girth. So we've got Greeny, Lucarice, and Steph. So some top players there coming in to form this little Mirth and Girth team.
So Steph and Steve.
Yeah, it'll be
interesting.
Interesting to see what they can do up against Corvidae. Obviously, Daisu taking his bit of retirement, bit of a break from Rocket League at the moment. So Daisuke and Scuba Steve going up Mirth and Girth here.
All right, well, game number 1 is underway. It looks like a kick-off goal. No, denied. Days holds up, and I've seen some strategies lately where both players on the defensive line go out for boost and open it up. That's almost an opportunity there. But at the moment, the boys are going ham, and this looks like it will be a very competitive match, being Greeny and Luca Rich from Team Arrays previously. So we're up for a big one here, Toos.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It'll be interesting to see guys from Mirth and Girth already on the attack here, but Dave's managed to get a bit of a clear ball, trying to work it back to his teammate, where Sicky's going to push this one downfield, but Greeny's back there in time to push this one down. So open net coming out, Mirth and Girth to score out the first goal.
Bit of aerial ping pong coming through the corridor, but it's Greeny that gets up with a great touch there. And the demo, well, that was interesting. I think Steve didn't mean to demo. He wanted to cut the ball off, and the player that got in the way cut him off, stopping him from the ball. So a good little team there play from Murph and Girth, and they take the lead.
Exactly right. Boys from forward now trying to work back and try and get that equalising goal at the moment. They've pushed it down to the defensive end of Mirth and Girth. Sicky now with the follow-up ball, going for a centre play. In comes Scuba Steve, can't quite get there. Now Lucas going for the clearance off to the left-hand side. Days with a nice little touch there. He's going to follow this one up, try and work it around Stev. Stev reads that one nicely with a nice little block. So Greeny now pushing it in for a shot on, but Sicky once again working back for that clearance. Now he's going to push it down the midfield, where Days is going to meet it up in the air. And in comes Scuba Steve, but he's met by Greeny, but still working in favour of Corvidae at the moment. Just sitting down the left-hand side of the field. Luca Rich now gets a nice little touch, pushing it straight down. Going to follow that one up. Nice ball inbound, but Days gets a big clearance. And Stev, the boys from Mirth and Girth, their rotations are just absolutely sane, working them nicely. Greeny can't get the touch he's looking for, but it's still not going to work in favour of Corvidae. And now Stev trying to push this one downfield. He's met in the air by Days, and he's going to push it off to Scuba Steve. Just can't get the touch that he's looking for.
Ball's lingering at the moment. Stab with the work, looking to do something. Hits it back into the wall. Stays going to read this for Corvidae. Read nicely. It's brought back to the middle. Licorice not in a good spot. Just going back for boost. He's going to hold. There's Steve with the work. Going to get confused here. But look at Sicky. Work that in. Almost denied. As Greeny brings it back out. And the attack there relieved by Corvidae. They're back on the front.
That's it. Now Sicky setting up a backboard play, which Days is going to use to his favour to get the equaliser that Corvidae needed. This Sicky, nice little air ball coming in, uses that backboard to his advantage. Days just pushing that one straight in. Nice work coming from Steph, trying to get that little push out to try and make sure that it's not going anywhere near the goals, but still, Corvidae come in on top with that one. Kick off now, going to work, and it's looking like an open goal. Greeny's back there in time. Boys from Corvidae still working this forward. Steve now pushing this into the centre. But Stev once again back there. Open net, but Dave works hard to get back. Pushes off to the right-hand side. Greeny now with the big whiff coming off the wall. So Stev going to push this one straight forward, but it's met by Sicky just in front of the net. Luke Roach once again pushing the centre field, but it's going to be pushed straight back down the opposing end by Scuba Steve.
Steph with the clearance works it on. Dave's looking to do something. So is Sicky. Greeny, dangerous little lingering defence ball. He now should be able to clear here. Gets a pass, Steve. In fact, he doesn't actually. He comes back in his favour. Sticky now up. Looking for the redirection off the backboard. Steve, almost a reaction. Clever turn shot, but it's cleared back out to the other side. Lukarich looking to do something. Pass one. Can't clear past Sicky. Greeny now on top of this. Sicky just holding back to the corner. And right now, the steam has been taken out on the ball by Corvidae. Defence is very strong.
Yeah, that's it. Corvidae now on the work, pushing this one nice and forward. Sicky goes for a shot on, but it's blocked out by Luca Rich. Big centre ball followed up by Luca Rich once again, going up for a wall play, but he's going to be beaten to it by Steve. So the pinch is going to come out, throw it to the opposing end of the field. Greeny now going for a nice little play. He's going to try work it around Days. Days sitting patiently, but Luca Rich comes in. They take that 1-goal lead over Corvidae.
This pressure from both teams has been absolutely phenomenal right now. It opens up the defence line right there. Days couldn't. He was in two minds. He was looking to commit early, and realised if he went, the ball would have gone around. So then he relined himself. The ball still went around him. So pretty much going to go first. And there we go with a kick-off goal. It's been threatening from the start. So they finally get one. Have a look how this panned out.
Big kick-off goal. Greeny gets there first. Days sits back just to give himself a bit of time to work that ball into his favour. Catches odd Mirth and Girth off guard there. Equalising goal coming out from Corvidae. Kick-off goal once again in favour of Corvidae. Days now trying to follow that one up. Can't get the touch he's looking for. Sicky now trying to work this one forward, followed up by Scuba Steve. Yeah, Siki sets up that centre ball. In comes
Oh,
Days, just misses it. But Siki, with that backhand play, slots it straight in, catching Merthin Girth off guard once again.
I'll be honest with you, Siki never misses stuff like this. Never misses a trick. He turns the car 90 degrees in the air, uses the boost to catapult himself into a great position. And Corvidae, well, they're looking a little bit better now. It was a little bit challenging in the first opening minute here where Merthin Girth really started to take it to him, but Corvidae working back into the match.
That's it, beautiful work coming out from Corvidae. They've got the 1-goal lead that they need. Days now trying to work this ball in favour for his teammates. Scuba Steve whiffs that one big. See, Lukarich is going to push this one down to the wing. The Siki redirects that one nicely, which is going to be met by Greeny. So a bit of ping pong back in action here. Days going for the centre ball. Scuba Steve's reading that one nicely, but Stev comes in for the clearance. Pushes it off to the right hand side. He's going to fire this one up for the centre ball. Nice pass coming out, and Lukarich coming out to get the equaliser.
Let's just have a look at this. It was all at the back of Stev, defensive line, and he then gets his pass into the middle. Just really clever awareness for Stev to get himself into good positioning, and then Lukarich, clever as well. He was upfield. He said, I'm in the middle waiting for this opportunity. Not going to let them go past. Great play by Merthin Girth.
Exactly right. Beautiful work coming out from Stev there with that nice little pass off to Lukarich. Now they're on the attack once again. 30 seconds left on the clock, but the clearance coming from Days and the redirect coming back from Merthin Girth here. Corvidae trying to use this one to their favour. Scuba Steve trying to utilise something here. Big centre ball inbound. In comes Days. Can get the touch that he needs. Try to capitalise that one out for his team. Now Greeny works it around one. He's going to flow that one up. He works it around a second one. Lukarich coming in, flick around. But Days gets the clearance. Now it's working in favour of Corvidae. In comes Days, backboard. Stev now trying to work this one to the favour. And Lukarich going for the clearance downfield. It's going to hit the ground. No, it's not. Days getting a lucky touch there. It's looking like a dangerous ball, which it is, but it's going to hit the ground and we're going to go into overtime.
I wouldn't have it any less. These two teams playing some really good Rocket League right now, and Lukarich looking for a kickoff goal. Just works this forward. But at the moment, Days, a big clearance off the back line there. Greeny many up in the air. The ball will reset. Steve now the chance to work it up. Steven Lukarich committing. Merthin Girth out of place. Can Corvidae set up? At the moment, it's just in favour of Stev. He does get it forward, but no striker there too. So at the moment, teams just filling each other out in the overtime period.
Exactly right. Merthin Girth doing well, keeping that aggressive attacking pressure on Corvidae at the moment, but now nice little clearance coming out, which is redirected back to the defensive end. Big goal, shot on goal from Stev, but Scuba Steve getting there just in time. Now the redirect from Greeny for a centre ball. Days getting the clearance on there, which is going to be followed up by Steve. He's going to push this one up off the wall, try to set up a bit of a team play here. Centre ball inbound, in comes Days, but it's blocked out by Stev. Loosening off to the right-hand side. Stev trying to work it down, but another shot on coming in from Siki, but Greeny gets there in time for the clearance. Now the boys from Corvidae, they're still keeping him at that aggressive pressure, keeping him in the defensive end of Merthin Girth at the moment. Siki now just going to let that one sit there. Steve, big pinch coming out from both teams there. Still going to work in favour of Merthin Girth. Lukarich now tries to utilise this one, but the block coming out from Days and the whiff coming from Scuba Steve.
Corvidae got to be careful because they're committing a lot of resources for the middle line and for the midfield, sorry. And it's just all about the Merthin Girth defense. Sooner or later, they're going to bring it over the back and get one of those rebound goals, which Corvidae have been working so hard not to let that through. But at the moment, it's Greeny. Lukarich looking to pop this out. Day's going to hold on. Again, Corvidae back with the defense. In fact, it's opened right up, but no one's there for the attack. Now it is! Oh, my goodness! The double whiff! Didn't see it coming, and Merthin Girth take the first.
Yeah, beautiful work, Days there, trying to get the clearance, but couldn't get the heavy-hearted touch that he was looking for. So Lukarich utilises that one to take the first map out for Merthin Girth. I still can't get over that name. But even though this makeshift team is coming in, we could possibly be seeing a team at the moment as all players are currently up for grabs. Beautiful work in the end coming from Merthin Girth.
B-Bez has pulled something from the Wikipedia, what I linked, and it says, Murph, amusement, especially expressed in laughter. Girth, the measurement around the middle of something, especially a person's waist. Oh, well, if you're a fat person, don't be watching. They're having a bit of laugh at you, but it's all right. It's all good. And then they're having a bit of laugh at Corvidae at the moment because they can't seem to get themselves into gear on the defensive line. I did say it was the pressure from Merthin Girth, or the pressure from Corvidae that will cause a rotation error. And we do see that from time to time where they just continue to put the pressure on and let one slip over the back. That's what Murph and Go4 were waiting for. Eventually, they got that. A couple of whiffs. Well, didn't help Corviday's line of defense, but I'm sure they'll come back bigger and better. It is the best of 5 series.